Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Marketing Matters. I'm Sarah Touchstone, Landmark Title's social media marketing strategist and educator. I am joined today with Connie Moss, and we are going to be talking about the Holiday Helper Program. Yes, the holidays are right around the corner, and it has been, I would say it's been a little tougher year than
Yes,
most for many of not only realtors, but people that we work with, our clients. So it has been a challenging year. However, we do live in Arizona and our home prices continue to go up and build equity. So
that's right.
Connie is going to tell us all about how you can help your clients and even yourselves really come up with that extra cash during the holidays while utilizing that great home equity that you have. So Connie, I'm going to go on to the first slide if you want to talk a little bit more
Okay,
about your business and who you are
sure.
and let
Yes,
everyone know.
absolutely. My pleasure. Well, I'm really super excited to be here, joining with you, Sarah, and everyone out there. So it's my first time on Marketing Matters, so I'm hoping to be invited back in the future. Um, a little bit about myself, the background. I have own a mortgage brokerage, Future Financial, with my husband Steve. So we're just a husband-wife team, small operation. We office out of the home. We're originally from Iowa, and we moved here to Arizona like 30 years ago. We've been married for 33 years, and we have 5 daughters that are all blessings. I mean, we were trying for the boy. So, we had the first daughter. I just wanted one of each, but had a second one and then a third one. And then I'm like, okay, let's just even it up with the boy on the fourth. And we got twin girls. So that's 5 girls. So we were done and just chalked it up to God blessing us to be girl parents. So love every minute of it. As a mortgage broker, we work on the wholesale side of the bank. So unlike retail, we are able to offer some things that other side, like the retail side, can't offer. So that's pretty awesome. The Holiday Helper program is something, it's a way to help your clients with inflation. And many have had hard times. I mean, the last 2, 3 years have been especially hard with inflation, the price of gas, the price of milk. And with our paychecks being the same, it's hard. We have found our credit cards building up. And so a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck. And so basically, it goes back to asking a question. What are your clients' needs for this holiday season? Um, are they looking to consolidate debt? Okay. That would be one of the first things I'd like to talk about. Credit card interest rates are at an all-time high. I mean, you can look at any of your credit card statements and you'll see that they are just crazy high, 18% to 35%. And that's no joke. And it's crazy. I don't know how people are making it, but if they have any type of credit card balance, it's making it a little bit harder to make that monthly payment. So you could be the hero and help your clients cut their high credit card debt in half with a home equity loan with one easy manageable payment versus having multiple payments with many credit cards. So so that might be one thing we're going to look at. Another thing might be, are they looking for money? Are your clients looking for money for home improvements or renovations? A lot of times we've been living our home for so long, and especially not a lot of moving around in the last 5 years. We may have needs to improve the bathrooms and improve the kitchen, things that are broken down. We need a new roof. We need a new AC. The Holiday Helper using home equity, which we're going to get into in a little bit, will help offset those costs and allow people to have one easy manageable payment to accomplish all their home improvement projects. And another area that might be something your clients might be looking at doing would be possibly a down payment for an investment property. Some people have always wanted to, branch out. They've lived in a home for a while and they either want a second home up north when it's so hot here in the summer. And this might allow them to tap into their equity to have that money for down payment on another home, another investment property, or a second home up north or down south. So those are those three basic areas that most people tap into their equity for. Equity in our home is basically the value that we have beyond our current mortgage payment. Most people are in the threes, I would say about 3-4%. They have great interest rates on their first mortgage, thanks to the really low rates we had like 5 years ago. So with that said, not many people have done anything with refinancing because it makes sense. You have a nice low house payment and a great rate. So you don't really want to do anything with that. So the home equity has come about to come into place in a second lien position. There are two kinds of home equities. One is a home equity loan, and the other is a home equity line of credit. Okay. Both of these utilize your equity in your home in second lien position, so there's no need to refinance. Okay. You're tapping into the equity in your property without doing anything with your current first mortgage. So you still have your first great rate, but you would just have a second lien position loan. Okay. We all have a lot of equity in our homes. We've had great appreciation in our homes. So many of us have so much sitting there. It's like, wow, I'd love to get some of that. Let your house pay for your stuff. Let your house pay for your credit card debt. Let your house pay for your home improvements. It has equity. Use it. Let the house do something for you. So I'm not sure if you're showing any of the flyers, but you could show one of the flyers as I continue to talk about the differences on these. Thank you so much. So this is cashing out using the equity in your property. And with the home equity loan, it's a fixed rate product. So there's a fixed interest rate, and you have two choices to choose from, a 20-year fixed or a 10-year fixed. So each of them come with a little bit different interest rates, but they are a fixed, so you pay principal and interest every time you make that monthly payment. Okay, so it's a second lien position loan, a 20-year or 10-year fixed. Now, I will tell you, I want to prepare you that second lien position loans historically have higher interest rate than a first lien position loan. Otherwise, we wouldn't have second lien position loans. So I'll give you an example. Right now, let's say our current first lien position loan on a regular 30-year fixed might be 6.5%. Okay. A second lien position loan is historically about 2 points higher than the first lien position loan. So you're not going to get a 6.5 second lien position loan home equity line when that's what the regular first mortgages are going for. Okay, just preparing you for that. However, most second lien position loans are smaller loan sizes because people aren't taking out a $300,000 loan, usually in home improvements or credit card debt. So the minimum of a home equity loan, which is a fixed rate product, is $45,000. Okay, so a person would need to take a $45,000 loan and utilize that to pay off your credit card debt or make those home renovations. So with that said, I did price out a example to share with you on a second lien position loan fixed rate product. If you were to get a $45,000 home equity fixed loan, the interest rate with a 700 credit score would be 8.625% as of today. Okay. And that would be a payment of $395 a month on a 20-year loan, which is amazing. I mean, that's probably one of your credit card payments right now. So this would give $45,000 to pay off all of those high balance credit cards, and you have one payment of $395. Okay. If you did the 10-year option, it's 8.55, and that payment is $559. It's spread over 10 years versus 20. So that's why the payment's a little higher. There's no prepayment penalty with these fixed loans. So you could pay it off whenever you want. Okay. A home equity loan minimum is 45,000 and maximum is 500,000. Okay. Minimum credit score is 680. So that's the home equity fixed loan. The other product is a home equity line of credit. Okay, both of them are very similar, but the home equity line of credit is a line of credit that you qualify for that is in second lien position on your property. And the minimum home equity line with the lenders that I work with are 75,000. Okay, so if you qualify for a 75,000 line of credit, it just sits there and you can tap into it when you want to. So you may not know, I have these things I need to use and make improvements on, and we can do the next slide, Sarah. So with the other product, the home equity line of credit, then you can tap into that and draw what you want. So it's a regular 30-year loan, but the draw period is 5 years. So if you put the line of credit in place, you have 5 years to draw out on the line as you wish. After the 5 years, whatever balance you have, if it's 75,000 or 40 or 30, you're not able to draw on it anymore. For the remainder of the 25 years, you have to pay principal and interest payments. So the the home equity loan is a variable interest rate and it follows the prime. It's not a fixed rate. Okay. If you Google what is the prime rate in Arizona, it's right now today it's 7.75%. A person qualifies at a margin over prime. Okay. Prime is what the bank rate is. That's what they get, but they're not just going to pass that on to the consumer. They're going to mark it up. So if the prime rate's 7.75, a person has adjustments based off of their credit score, based off of the combined loan to value. That's the first loan that you have, plus this new little second one versus your equity in your home. So those factors make what your adjustment is, which will make your interest rate be what it is. So I use that same example that I used on the fixed. I'm going to use that same example, 700 credit score, but we have a minimum of 75,000. And the rate today would be 9% for a home equity loan. That payment is interest only. Okay. So the payment on a $75,000 home equity line of credit would be $674 interest only. That's $75,000 to work with for $674. That's a lot better than the 12% credit card rates. So with that said, the way to pay down on the principal would be curb your payment up. These home equity line of credits do not have a prepayment penalty. So you can pay it off when you want, as quickly as you like, or you have up to 5 years to draw back and forth on it. So a lot of times people say, well, gee, I don't really know which one is better for me. Is it the fixed one? Is it the home equity line? For the holidays, we already have a lot of stress. There's family coming in town, there's preparations, there's might be trips. Sometimes if you don't exactly know that you have a project that you need a certain amount for, a home equity line of credit might be easy to put in place. That way you can tap into it when you need it for whatever you need it for. If you already know you do have a renovation project, you do have to pay for your daughter's wedding, whatever it might be, you already know you have I need 45,000. I need a lump of money. The fixed product will allow you to have a fixed interest rate, and it does not fluctuate based on the market. The home equity rate will fluctuate. It'll go up, it'll go down. It could go up to 18% as the cap. I remember when it was 4%. So it's just whatever the market's doing, that has ability to fluctuate. And your payment will always be based on whatever that rate is and whatever your balance is. So it's a simple calculation. Whatever your balance is times the interest rate divided by 12, that's your payment. So so I always help people evaluate what they need the money for. Do they need a lump? Do they already know what they need it for? Are they going on a trip? Are they going on a cruise? Let it pay for the holidays. That's what we're here to help with. But if you don't really know and you want a security blanket, then the home equity line of credit is a better option, possibly because you're not sure, you don't need the money right now all in your bank account, because then you're paying money on all of it. So just, I'm thinking to help be the hero for your clients. Cut their high credit card debt in half with one simple payment. Help evaluate your clients, and we can go to the next slide, Sarah. Help your clients evaluate what their needs are and what will help them help their family to thrive and make a stress-free holiday. And that's the goal that we're really looking forward, is to making this holiday less stress-free. Because right now, with our equity that we have, if we can tap into it, that will reduce our stress. It really will. It'll help alleviate a lot of our issues. It's not like you're borrowing money on your credit card. You're just taking the equity in your home and putting it where it's needed most. So I wanted to also share with you to compare apple to apple between the fixed product and the line of credit. Okay. I used the same 75,000 just on the fixed, just to share what the difference in payment is, Sarah. And I came up with, on the 20-year for 75,000, using 9% interest rate, it's $674. On the home equity line, it's $609, but that's an interest only. The 674 is a 20-year fixed principal and interest. So the payments are very similar. Okay, so that just kind of gives you an example. One rate is usually the fixed home equity loans are lower in interest rate than the adjustable historically. So, but it's really up to the client, and it's really what best fits their needs and what will help them make a stress-free holiday. So I'd like to open it up if there's any questions on either of these products.
All right, guys, if you have any questions, you can utilize the chat. Let me make sure that the chat is open. And Connie and I got to chatting in the beginning. So, all right, chat is open.
Okay.
If you guys have any questions, go ahead, put them in the chat. Connie, maybe you can put your contact information in the chat as well.
Okay.
Sometimes people don't like necessarily asking questions live.
Sure.
Especially when it comes to things like finances or helping out
Right.
personally. So
are there any questions that you can think of, Sarah, that during my talk that you?
Oh man, I think you really covered it well. I know you and I was very lucky. I got to chat with Connie last week. So the questions that I probably had, I feel like, we discussed them last week. I love how you touched on the second lien is what
Yes.
this basically is. I think that's a really important feature to mention when it comes to programs like this. Because Connie was like, "Did you know that?" And I was like, "No, I did not know that." So I do. I think you really touched on some good points there.
I don't know.
I think this was a great presentation. If you guys want a copy of the flyers as well, you can reach out to myself. You can reach out to Connie. And we can get you a copy of those flyers too. I think, it does a really good job breaking it down.
Sarah, you had mentioned to put my contact information in the chat. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Perfect. Though I will do that. And Yeah, I do think most people don't understand that that the second lien position loan isn't going to be the same as the first. And that was really what, you know, because when I was pricing out loans, and they, oh, well, I thought the rate I saw advertised was 6.5. I'm like, well, that's for a first lien position loan, and second liens are different from first. So we have to keep that in mind when it comes to, you know, understanding and not and being prepared for what you're looking for. But again, most second lien position loans are lower in you know, in amount, so therefore the payment, even though the rate is higher, the payment is lower.
Yeah, and I think it is really important. I know a lot of people over the last couple of years have accrued a significant amount of credit card debt. And those credit card payments, guys, those are really high. So, utilizing a program like this, getting the credit cards paid off.
Yes.
And this is a program too, Connie, that isn't just for the holidays, right?
Oh, absolutely not. You know, I think it's best helped around the holidays, but this is year round. Our since our values have been so high for so long, lately, we have been able to tap into it and it's been here. But I think the biggest time of year is the holiday season because more people are spending and doing things that they weren't doing the other parts of the year. And this will allow them to be less stress-free with being able to do that.
Yeah.
So, so yeah, it has, that's a very good question. It always has been here, but having that ability to realize that, hey, you know, my equity, my home's here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let
So
your house,
even
let your house help you, you know?
right, right. So I mean, even though we're promoting this as a holiday program, and is really beneficial, after the holidays, if you guys do talk with clients, through the holidays, but after the holidays too, and they have accrued that credit card debt, this is still a program that could help them
Yes,
to get out of that. Because I know a lot of times, like,
absolutely.
we don't want to dive into anything new during the
Right.
holidays. We're focused on just getting through.
Yeah.
So those of you that are on, make sure that you follow up with your clients, obviously through the holidays, after the holidays, throughout the year. But if your
Yes.
clients are mentioning to you, hey, we racked up a lot of credit card debt through the holidays. Do you know of any ways that we could use the equity in our home? Right
There
here.
you go. Absolutely. I agree with you, Sarah. I think that sometimes it is hectic and there's so much going on, and like you said, they may not want to pull the trigger right now.
Yeah.
But after it's all said and done and January rolls around and you're looking at those monthly bills coming in, this, you know, this is an opportunity, and it's not just for the holidays. I'm just here to show ways to help our clients in any way we can during this time. And this has always been available, always.
Awesome.
So the interest rates will fluctuate based on whatever the market's doing.
Sure.
Um, if
Yeah.
the
And
rates
you
are
might have,
lower, then the second lien position loans are lower. So
yeah.
it all
Yeah.
follows like a roller coaster.
It does, yeah. And you might have clients that are maybe wanting to wait a little bit longer and see what the interest rates are doing. But this is a great program. Share this recording with your clients through the holidays, after the holidays. Reach out to Connie with Future Financial if you have any other questions. I'm going to wrap up with a couple of other classes that we have coming up. And if you guys have questions, of course, you can still put them in the chat as well. A lot of times our live people, they're kind of quiet, but they reach
No,
out.
I get you.
All right, guys. As you know, we have a ton of classes that we do offer and webinars like Wonderful Marketing Matters. And they can all be found on our event page on our website. So other things that we have coming up. Next week, we're winterizing our real estate finances on Marketing Matters. Yes, our theme for November is kind of all about the holidays and winter. I'm super excited about Christmas. I was telling Connie earlier, I already got my Christmas tree.
Yes, you go,
listen.
girl. You get that
Um,
right on up.
Yep. And then we keep celebrating the following week with no webinar for
Woo!
Thanksgiving. So giving everybody a chance. I know a lot of people start cooking on Wednesday,
Yes.
and we roll right into it. So next week is our last Marketing Matters of November. So hop on that one. And then on November 19th, we have the rules and the code, 3 hours of commissioner standard and NAR code of ethics. This CE class is going to be at the Atrium at Arrowhead. This is from 9 until noon. Make sure that you do RSVP for this class. That room isn't the largest. So if you want to take this class, get signed up, reach out to Renee and get registered for that class. And then on November 21st, we are hoping to host an event with the commissioner. Yes, building value propositions and changes in the law. If you haven't heard the commissioner speak yet, I wouldn't say she's like the new commissioner. I think she's been here for about a year, but time goes by very quickly. And if you haven't seen her speak yet, I definitely recommend attending this November 21st, 1 to 2 p.m., the Department of Real Estate. RSVP to Renee and let her know that you are coming for that one as well. And then on Thursday, December 5th, we have our next Arizona Real Estate Series webinar. We do these quarterly, and they are always such a value. The guest speakers that we bring on, they offer insight that you just really can't find anywhere else on this type of scale. So we're going to be talking about 2025 and what the real estate landscape is looking like. And if you guys were on last week on our Marketing Matters, we talked about wrapping up the numbers for 2024 and looking ahead at 2025. And all I'm going to say is if you guys weren't on that webinar, you're going to want to go watch that video of it. And you're going to want to attend this webinar on the 5th because there is light at the end of the tunnel. Yes,
We definitely need the light.
Yep. So if you want to find out what it's really going to look like from a top producer and an economist, hop on that webinar, 9 a.m. on the 25th. And then we have our service to sold panel. This one, we did reschedule the date. It is December 11th from 1 until 3 p.m. And we have 5 veterans in the real estate industry. Not just veterans of the real estate industry, but veterans of our armed service forces who are in the real estate industry coming to talk to us about how the skills and the trades that they picked up in the military have benefited them in the real estate industry. These are amazing, amazing speakers. I have heard them speak before, not all together. So this is a very unique panel. Please come attend. Scan that QR code and RSVP for that as well. And then, of course, we always have our Moon Valley and our Biltmore Luxury Tours every month, even through the holidays. Moon Valley, 3rd Thursdays at 8:30 and Biltmore Luxury, 4th Wednesdays. These are really fun tours to go on during the holidays as well. Now, some of the homes are vacant, but some of them are decorated. And so that just makes it extra fun. You guys know I always talk about video content. Attending home tours is a great way to get video content, to network. And like I said, during the holidays, you might even get some that are really done up well, especially Moon Valley and Biltmore areas. And that, guys, is it for us today. Of course, please always reach out to your business development management team, even through the holidays. They are here to help you with your marketing and beyond. Beth, Dina, Emily, Keith, Mary, Michael, Michelle, Patty, Renee, and Raylan. They will help you guys with whatever you need, even through the holidays. And of course, thank you to Landmark Title for allowing us to bring you Marketing Matters every Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. We have 7 offices here in the Valley, 1 up in Prescott and 2 in Nevada to service all of your real estate title and escrow needs. And of course, thank you to Connie for coming on. I've been in this industry a long time, and I really think that the program that you offer, the Holiday Helper program, it's
Yes.
you know, This is its premier
It's a
time.
solution.
It is. It is a solution. And guys, we have so much equity in our homes that have
We
accrued
really
over the
do.
last couple
We
of
do.
years.
We definitely do.
Yes. So thank you for coming on and sharing,
My
Connie.
pleasure.
I'm excited to talk with you again and have you on in the future.
I would love to be here, Sarah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Okay. Bye.